The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback.
On the double.
57's right. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Shoot.
First carry for James Conner. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Hey. 4 down. 5.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he stopped immediately there. Earl Thomas in on the stop. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
18 Gator.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Hodges. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
He's crossing. He's checking.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards, the final tally.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're running. Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Hodges. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Jackson, he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Sack, baby! Sack!
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here's Hodges looking to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Boswell's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check it.
They toss to Ingram. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
We got this. Slam, slam, slam.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson now dancing to his left. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Jackson now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Let's go. Bravo. Check 24.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. On second and goal, Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? On the move to his left. He may try and run for the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hodges setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Hodges here on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and long. It's Hodges. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. They were looking for Johnson that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That good for 19 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Complete. It's Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Hodges now. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Hodges, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
2nd and 10 now. Hodges escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.